Oh, I can't go. I was almost about to go. Would have got hit by those cars. That would have been a bad thing. Would have been a bad day. Bad day in Happy Town. Shoot-do-do-do-do. Hello, all you wonderful people. I'm currently out just walking some random streets out here in Osaka, Japan. You got some... I've never seen you before. You're a new one. Dude, what's up? Just passing by some cigarette machines if you want to get some cigarettes. I thought about if I could find some property, I would be really happy to purchase a vending machine and put it up, in a random place. But I would have to speak to the persons that run. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'd be really, really happy to talk to them and be like, listen, I want to put a vending machine here and I'll split the profits with you. I'll give you 30% and I'll take 70% because I'm going to have to run the vending machine. Because you can actually make some good money if you put it in the right places. But then you have to think, well, they could easily just get a vending machine too. But that's neither here nor there. I'm super excited because tomorrow is Halloween Horror Nights. Hello there, Mr. TNT Man Cave. I'm really upset because 2 days ago, they had a sneak preview of the event. They opened up 2 houses, and I had no idea about it. They opened up Dead Man's Forest, which is not in the same place that I thought it was going to be. It's, ooh, look at this thing. I have, someone drew a dio here, and looks like a little bit of fire on the mountain. And there's Edis. He's just yawning with the little owl there. Anyway, I am super, super stoked about going tomorrow. Cult of Chucky has already opened, and so is the Dead Man's Forest. I want to see them. The only thing is, I'm going tomorrow on the first day. Good morning, good evening to all of you, everyone that's joining. Good, whatever time, whatever day, whatever hour it is, wherever you're watching this. I think it's morning for most of you. I think it's one of the reasons why I never get any people on Livestream on them very inconvenient times. But I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. That's why I have to, when I want to do a live stream, I have to actually schedule it so it works for my main audience that watches, my audience of 100 viewers. What is this? What are you selling over here? Oh, it's an Osaka machine. It's beer, but this machine is not working. Temporarily broken machine. Usually you have to put your card in there. So if you're a child, you can't just buy booze. Not tomorrow. I'm just going as a guest tomorrow, but I will probably go as a devilish man one day. There was a topic started on the Universal Halloween Horror Nights page on Facebook, and it was like, this is not a joke. What are you going to be wearing on October 26th? And I was like, I'm probably going to be dressed up as a devil. So I'm going to keep my word. And I'm going to dress up like a devil on October 26th. I kind of came out this way with no volition or no idea where I'm going. But I'm trying to find the scariest place that I can go on a night such as tonight. For the last couple months, it's been so ungodly hot, like mercilessly hot. But fall has finally come to Japan, and let me tell you what, I am super happy about that. If you want to unleash the beast, it only costs less than $2. They love their Pepsi Refresh shot. Never see that anywhere else. But they have it here. Oh, yes. Do they have it here? Every once in a while, I tune into the Carpetbagger's videos that he does live streams of, because he puts them on right at the time that hey, it's a karaoke place. If I want to go in there, I could sing some karaoke. Maybe do the hokey pokey. Hello, key. But I always watch his videos. He's like, I'm playing Pokemon Go or something like that. And it's interesting because I thought that thing was dead. It's all, yeah, this papers, please. Oh, hey, look, it's a, what? Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is close to my home. I didn't know there was like a owl bar. They got snakes with Loki. They can't, with Loki. We could do the hokey pokey. They got frogs. They got aardvarks. I don't know what that is. They got turtles. They got little sugar gliders. They got marsupials. They got birds. They got owls. I want to come here and experience it. Animal cafe. That's cool. And the trains are passing by. How often do the trains pass by? So often, you don't even notice it. So I think my favorite part from the Blues Brothers film. And right over there, that's a police station, Little Koban. If you ever find yourself in trouble in Japan, do not go there because the police aren't always there. Oh, excuse me, as I get away from this Doug Funny-esque car. Woo! Some good-looking food over there. If you can see the seafood, they've got some squid, some unagi. Unagi is eel. They've got some ebi, which is shrimp. Kani, which is crab. Simple Japanese for you, because I am a simple man who needs to study more Japanese. I was actually talking to the Swedes this afternoon on my side of the world. It was probably late at night for him, but he asked me to buy him a headband or get him a headband or somehow get him a headband. I laughed and because he's like, I want this 99 headband, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. And he's like, it's the headband with the big or red thing there. I saw some of the Dragon Con stuff. I did not see all of it. I'm trying to switch the camera here so it doesn't look like I'm reading my face. Oh, let me go look at this hotel over here because it looks like a ball sack. And I wish I was kidding, but that's Hotel Ball Sack here. Yep, that totally looks like a ball sack. I haven't seen all the Dragon Con stuff. I'm extremely jealous because I used to go to Dragon Con and I really miss that stuff. So, well, if I go this way, I'm going to be walking right in the middle of the street. 50 yen for drinks? Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah. Oh, look at the big moon there. The moon and the Ball Sack Hotel. I'm willing to guess that's a love hotel. I'm not too sure, but do you think they have tea bags in that hotel? I wonder if they're complimentary, because when you go in there, you're going to see two things, and they're going to be big, like kabasas. The Dangling Testicle Hotel. Ooh. I think that's supposed to be a W. I'm not too sure. 50 yen? Oh, okay, look at this highway robbery. It says right here, 50. You see that? You guys see that? I have 6 people watching right now, so I know that people are seeing this. It says 50. And then there's, I want to buy this Coca-Cola. It says 100. That's a ripoff. Of course, they have their mystery drinks that no one's ever drank. Melon cream soda for 50 yen. And this drink that I don't want to try. The apple juice looks good though. Do they have a bathroom? Oh, the hotel. I can't tell you. I wouldn't know. I've never been in one of those before. I'm pulling out my wallet here so you can't see anything. Just hold on for a second. It'll get better. 100 yen. I don't know. I'm gonna opt for the giant Coca-Cola. It's not a Coca-Cola Classic because they don't have that out here. It's only Coca-Cola. Oh, a ballroom. I thought you said bathroom. Excuse me. I was trying to get the soda pop here. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch this camera around here. Man, dude, guys, I am super excited for a couple reasons. Reason number one, I am getting spy glasses, little glasses that have cameras in them that are coming directly from the great manufacturing people of China. And if you say, well, China, they make knockoff things, look at your phone. If it's an iPhone, congratulations, you got something from China too. Oh, diabetes. It tastes so good. I'm adjusting to heaven here. You know, if it was my first time out in Japan, I'd be a little scared walking down these ways by myself, loud American, just walking around these places. But sometimes that gives you a little, no, it tastes mostly the same, I think. They do have Mountain Dew out here. They actually produce it, but it's not that popular. You have to find it in import stores, and it tastes like poo-poo doo-doo. When you whistle with some, well, yeah, that's right, some American diabetes. I actually would like to do a lesson for my class, because, you know, if you guys didn't know, I'm actually a teacher. I know that sounds crazy, because my classes are crazy, and it's a lot of fun. But I want to do a class just where I talk about Coca-Cola for a minute, because I bet you that most of the students think that it's made in Japan, like, because these are made in Japan. They have Japanese on them, so why shouldn't they be made in Japan? There's a graveyard around here somewhere, but I've lost my way because I was looking at the Ball Hotel. Did they say that they have to close opening weekend? No. I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights out here in Japan. I never said anything about that. I don't know anything about Susan, I'm gonna say. Scaring somebody over here. No, they're probably gonna still roll with Horror Nights. I mean, like, I got friends that run it. I think that the storm is coming right now, you know. Which, by the way, if anyone's out there in Orlando and Florida, hey, I wish you guys luck. Batten down your hatches because I think it's hidden pretty soon. I think I found the graveyard. That's what I want to find. Where are you, graveyard? I also got my friend David Campbell, which, if you were Matt, I wish you luck out there. This is one for you. My friend David Campbell to do a new intro for me, and I use Claude Saint-Simons, the guy who did Dance Macabre. Oh, this is the river. This is not where I want to go. Where is the graveyard? Okay, there's the train tracks. There's the creepy paintings. Okay, I'm just gonna go this way, and maybe I'll find some spooky stuff. Maybe not. Speaking of spooky stuff, imagine living here, because I did that for about a year. I lived in an apartment this size. It cost about $600 a month, but it included my internet. If you come to Japan, you might be put in a place like this. If it's your first time, or if you're coming out here for a company, you'll be put in a pretty much box place unless you can, scrounge up a deal. They might be able to help you. Some places are foreigner friendly. Like I got in the company that I talked to, I just told them, listen, just put me as close as you can to the place I'm going to work, because I used to travel like I used to travel probably about 2 hours every day in my car. So when I first came to Japan, I was like, I don't want to travel. I just want it for work. I don't want to travel for fun. I don't mind traveling, but for work, I want to be like there. I want to be able to wake up in the morning and go straight to work. And it worked out pretty well for a year. Then I had to change schools because every once in a while you do get different contracts and different things happen. So then eventually it was not really feasible, so I moved out, went someplace different. And here I am now, rock you like a hurricane. And I don't know. Ooh, what? You guys ever seen a battery vending machine before? In case you're like, walking the streets of Japan, you're like, oh, I need a battery. Well, don't worry, National's got you covered. And if you guys watch my videos, I can tell you that National is not National in America. National is Panasonic. It started out here in Japan, actually about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes of walk away from here. Can you see that? If I point this way, you can. So that first word right there, that first word up in red, that's ku. The second one is su, and the next one is ri. Kusuri means drugs or a drug store. So if you're sick, you go in there and maybe you might be able to get drugs if you can try to communicate with the person inside. Mostly it's going to be just a guy who's trying to just talk to you or just staff. But they do have pharmacists and stuff in there. But if you're really sick, go to a doctor. Especially if you're working out here, you have health care. Use it. It's free. I mean, hey, I over there was I saw the grocery store that eventually I want to make it to, but I'm trying to find this graveyard. But Japan is a bit of a maze. I scared a guy as I was walking down here. I don't know if you guys saw that. How's my butt? My butt is good. I put it on camera, and I don't regret my decisions at all to put out that gross stuff on. It's actually not brown anymore. Brown, I mean black, not brown, because that would mean that I don't wipe. And I assure you guys, I wipe. You don't have to worry about that. There's definitely not a lack of cigarette vending machines out here in Japan. I paid $1 for this. If this is less than $1, yeah, I made a good decision. That's right. That Pepsi is $1.10. You aren't getting me today. Also, everybody, some people are so happy that the fall season, Halloween season is here. They've put up their Christmas lights already. Not going to say that these things haven't been here all year, but they've probably been here all year. What is this? I think this is a public bath or something. I think this might be like a spa. No, it's a public bath. This is a U. U's are just big public baths. So if you're an adult, if you want to come in here and just go get washed off, it's $4.40. And you can just hang out and go get a bath. You'll be around with everybody else. I think in Switzerland, or Sweden, I don't know. You see, the Switzerland or Sweden, they like to take baths together, but like with clothes on. Here in Japan, the idea about soaking and relaxing together as a group is part of the culture, so you get a lot of that. This is freaking vending machine city here. We got Boss Coffee, which is Tommy Lee Jones's stuff. Yeah, I got a better deal. And I don't know what this one is. I think this is Nihonshu or sake. Let's take a look. I think this is sake. Yeah, this is sake right here. So if you want your sake, you can just put 100 yen in for that. That's cheap. That'll get you to $2 for that. That'll get you to where you're going. And they also have beer over here for 300 yen and chuhai, which, man, chuhais rock. They're really tasty. If you ever come out, I recommend chuhai. They're alcoholic drinks. Some of them can be really strong. Sneak up on you. When I first came to Japan, I lost a couple weekends to Nihonshu sake. I went out drinking a couple times, and I was just out with these salarymen. Like they come over to me and like, oh, hey, it's an English person. Let's practice our English with him. And you know, they're like, do you like drinking? They're like, yeah, drink this sake. And it's like a challenge because like they've offered it to you. You can't say no. Speaking of people offering you things, in the chat right now is David Osser, one of the greatest human beings I've ever met in my entire life. If he ever offers you anything, take it. He's a good guy. I think I just made it sound like you sell drugs, my friend. He doesn't sell drugs. Is that a sliding vending? Sorry, sometimes you see things that you just don't expect, and it's just a thing that has stuff in it. Okay, it's a store. It's just the outside of the store. Oh, this is a Korean market place. Okay, I think that the dream of finding this old man, he played sticks, he played tic-tacs on my nicks. I don't think I'm gonna find the graveyard that's out here. I found it once before. I did a video. I did like 5 scary things in Japan. That scared me. Oh, hey, Holy Christian Church right there. Osaka something. Hey, okay, I know where it is. This is Tamade. I know this looks like a circus. The light's a little hard to see with the quality of a live stream, but this place looks like a circus, and it's a grocery store, because of course it is. What else would it be? This is what a grocery store looks like out in Japan. It's a discount grocery store, but right next to it is if unless it's moved, is a, there it is right there. I can't get in. There's the graveyard right there. It looks like I'm locked out. Let me flip my camera here. Don't want to flip my lid. And I came all the way out here so I could be spooked. And now I can't even get it in. I guess I'd be sacrileging people at night or something like that. But man, how loud is this place? There's rumors that this place is owned by the Yakuza. Ooh, and that's why all their food is so cheap. Ooh. Also, if you do go here, they say that don't get anything that's don't get anything that's made here fresh, like fish or stuff. Just get stuff that's pre-packaged. It's cheap, like sodas, beer, stuff like that. There's an Oni that's reading a book, probably reading a book about something. I don't know what he's reading a book about, but it's spooky ooky. He's a scary guy. And there's a truck that has a big octopus on it. I'm gonna check that out, and then I'm gonna go. Nope, I'm not. Just kidding. You guys can see it from here, right? Yeah. Okay. Good. There's too many cars. As I say that, the cars are stopping, but I've lost interest. Got a little park over there too. Since I got people on right now, you guys got any questions for me? I'm all ears. I'm all ears, and I always see people on these things, and they're getting "you can do that." That's a good name. If I ever become like a private detective, it'll be Yukando Yukaduza. It's like Yukando Yukaduza. It's funny. I ask her questions. I actually try. Do I like Universal Studios? She says, "What's Universal Studios?" I never heard of it before. Is that like that's the movie company, right? I saw The Mummy. I like that. I did a whole live stream about it. Dun dun dun. It's the time of the season. You know, someone told me that if somebody told me the world's gonna roll me, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. But if you find yourself with a car, you know, where do you park it? There's not a lot of space in Japan, and if you come out here, you have to like park in places like this. For every 30 minutes, 100 yen, or for 12 hours, it's $4. It's crazy. Oh, I went to Disneyland. I was lucky enough to go when Adam the Woo lived out there the first time, and I went with him and Justin Scard. About 2 years ago. It was my first. I went 2 times, and I mean, I'm a big theme park fan. I enjoy the ambiance at theme parks. I gotta say though, there's nothing that quite compares to Japan. because there's like there's a silence, there's a calmness. Even in the mornings they run. Do you like no? So David Osser asked me, do I like African gray parrots? And I have to say that the one thing that I detest more than anything in the world is African gray parrots. Can't even stand them. If I saw a picture, I'd vomit right now. Wouldn't be able to see them. But yeah, I was having a good time. I was having a lot of fun. I just want to enjoy myself and get a little escape. You know, I think when I came out here to Japan, I got a little calmer. When I started my videos, I got a little calmer. Hey, look, it's Affleck. Look at that. Gilbert Gottfried lost his position in Affleck because during the big tsunami a couple of years ago, maybe about 7 now, he said that Japan has always been a place that loves the sea. Now they are in the sea. And Japanese really like Affleck because they think the duck is cute and it's more insurance. And because of that, guess what? That's why Gilbert Gottfried is not the voice of the Affleck duck no more. Okay, Japan's Disney is amazing. David, if you make it out to Japan, I will take a weekend off and I will go to Tokyo with you, only to go to Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea. Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea for one trip out there, it costs like about $140 for like one day each. So that's both parks one day. It's pretty cool. It's worth it. When my friend Brooke came, we just went to Disney Sea. It can be a little overwhelming. That place is definitely overwhelming. Disneyland is phenomenal because it's like walking back in time to 1980s Magic Kingdom with a little flair of Disneyland. They are close to each other, but you actually have to pay for the monorail there because the train service out in Japan it's not free. It's kind of like considered like another train because I guess you could use it for transportation, and also the trains are really, really cush. Imagine the monorail at Magic Kingdom, but done to the nth degree. Every time I go, I never have enough room in my phone to actually showcase the monorail. I think this month I'm going to try to make it out to Tokyo Disneyland to see what they do for Halloween. And I don't know if I think I might be oversaturating my own market because I've noticed my video counts have gone down a lot. So I don't know if I should like slow down. It's about 140 because I think it's about $70, $70, $80 for one day. Unless I'm doing my math wrong, it's like $70, $80 for like a 1 day pass. Hello. So, I mean, it's worth it. I gotta make it out. I gotta start making plans to go out to California. Oh, don't worry about it, Annabelle. It's not a big deal. I remember college. I definitely remember college. Maybe one day I'll actually go back to college. I would absolutely, 100%. And I'm not kidding here. Maybe go out for a master's in Europe. If I could go into one of those programs that are free, to go get my master's, because it's free and they're done in English. Maybe in healthcare or something like that. I'm not 100%. My dad was there a couple years ago. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I want to go because I've never seen the Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare Before Christmas layover at any of the parks, because for some reason at Magic Kingdom they're like, no, this is our flagship park here. We can't change it. Everything. How much would it cost to come out here? Well, that depends on what you fly on. When you fly in, yeah, I know it's dark. I'm currently in the middle of just some streets, and I got my hands full right now. One thing is that they don't have a lot of trash cans, but they do have a lot of trash cans for aluminum. So that's the only thing that they'll be able to find out here. Ooh. Oh man, the wind feels so good. Cinnamon need jackets. I was looking for the graveyard and I found it, but unfortunately it's closed because I want to see some spooky stuff tonight. Or the morning for you. Stuff that I do is not that scary. In the near future, I'm going to be working on some videos that are more compilations, and then another, like I've noticed that I do videos where I find something and then I put it in the middle of the video, don't even advertise that it's there. I get 200 views on those videos, and I'm like, wait, there's something that's really interesting at like 10 minutes in this video. I want to do a shing. I'm going to do a shing about I'm going to do a shing about all the 3 crazy arcade games that are here in Japan, and I also want to start doing yokai history, because I like that kind of stuff. You know, I can't tell what time it is. All I can tell you is that everybody's having a good day out here, unless we're getting missiles launched over our heads, which that was a scary thing. I was pretty sick when that happened. I got a little upset. Got upset at not only my government, I got upset at Trump, I got upset at everybody. Hey, later, David, I hope all is well. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question. See, there you go, it's 8:30. It's 8:30 out here. I got people that live in Japan telling me things, which is good. This little dog up here, this little dog is not sure what to make of me, and I don't blame him. Oh, he's not looking at me. Okay. Where do I go here? I'm looking for the... If I go that way, I'll head to Korean Town. Train goes over here. I want to go this way, the river's on my right. Okay, I know where I'm going. Cute doggy. Oh, hi, doggy. Oh, Johnny, I didn't realize it was you. Yeah, I'm your favorite company customer. You can do that. Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely dark day. Tomorrow, of course, will be Halloween Horror Nights out here in Japan. And I'm not going to be there bright and early, but I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be filming stuff for that. I just can't wait. I'm also looking forward to, recently they said that Godzilla's doing some showings around here. Like when I say Godzilla, I mean the actual creature. But thankfully, Osaka is kind of a Mothra town. So, you know, may his wings appendages save us all, or something stupid like that. I'm just trying to do this dumb joke, this dumb bit. It's not working. I don't know why I do these bits sometimes. It's just, I tell jokes that aren't funny and no one listens to, so it doesn't really matter that much. Ooh, that guy scared me. That guy's, it's like the first sound I've heard from a person. I've walked by at least 12 people. At least 12 people. Ooh. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Mr. TV expert. I'm going to head over this way. That one means 10. I wish I knew what this meant. Then I could tell you what river this is. By the way, don't go swimming in the rivers. The rivers here are really gross. Well, at least in Osaka. Maybe if you go further south, further north, Wakayama, you might be able to swim in them. But it's a big city. It's to be expected. Well, they're just building this place. Oh, you can't say sorry. I'm talking to myself. This building is just being either reformed or completely put in. It looks like it's completely new. They put up houses here so fast. Like they may have started building this maybe about 2 months ago, and now it looks like it's almost finalized. Aw, look at that little preschool here. there's a lot of benefits to having kids out in Japan. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of benefits to having kids out in Japan because there is a huge, extremely huge age gap. Like it's got you know, I don't know if I want to go to Indonesia, but I imagine that it is. But there's a huge age gap, and the less people are having kids, and there's like people in their 70s and 80s are very large. Like the amount of people that are 70s or 80s is very large, and there's not enough people to support the economy. So they say that Japan is a doomed society, a doomed society. Hey, it's Kiki. It's Kiki's delivery service. Maybe I should do a video on, is it Japan a doomed society? Oh, maybe going to fall on its back. I don't plan on going to Indonesia either. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I hope you guys like darkness, because you're going to love this. This is Stevie Wonder's backyard, and over here is where Ray Charles lived. Is that a horse, or is that a cow? I don't know. A child drew this. Yeah, I give the kids a lot of credit. Some of the drawings are really, really good. I always am surprised by my students, because they'll be like, hey, here's a picture I drew. How long did it take you? Oh, like 10 minutes, and it's like this beautiful, like, anime character. I'm just saying that I'm not, I mean, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's just something they need to work on. Or not really work on, it's just something they need to look at and think about. Oops, wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. This is stuff I like about Japan. If you find something wherever you found it, you try to put it back or help someone to find it. It's a visor for the sun. Probably an old woman left it or dropped it or something, or maybe a man. I don't know. I'm not saying that men can't wear visors. I don't want to be labeled what do you call it? A generalist? Something. Well, I'm heading into that building right there. It says life because that's where there's food. And where there's food, there's life. Speaking of life, there's a little story I'd like to tell you right now. Are you guys familiar with Gaelic? The Irish word, Irish language? Apparently, there's two stories I'm going to tell you. First story is when the Nazis were fighting people. There's three Irish soldiers, and they were captured by the Nazis. But they said that they were their allies, and they were from Ireland, or from the Ukraine. They were from the Ukraine, and they were like, "Oh no, we're from the Ukraine," and they just spoke in broken German and broken Gaelic, and they believed them. They let them go away. But hello there, welcome to the live stream. But the word for whiskey in Gaelic is Ishkabaha. Ishkabaha. And Ishkabaha means literally the water of life. And there's a song called Finnegan's Wake where there's a man named Finnegan. He has died. They have his coffin propped open, and people are looking inside of it. And as a wake goes, and as Irish people go, eventually, like everything else, there's a fight. And they start fighting, and they topple over tables, and they fight each other. And eventually, one of them drinks or takes his whiskey and tries to throw it at somebody. And they miss. And then it hits the coffin, and the water drips on the person, and he comes back to life. because it's the water of life. He says, "Ah, you guys thought I was dead," so he comes back to life. I'm gonna go a little sound here, and I'm gonna take my headphones out because I'm gonna walk in here, and I'm not really supposed to film in here, so let me just go ahead and put it in here. Whoop, put my headphones here. I have not eaten all day. We got some Halloween stuff up here. That's mints and a mystery goodie bag and M&M stuff. They're gearing up for the Halloween season. They're ready for it. Oh, and you can't go wrong with some Halloween mint tea. I think the Fanta stuff's just a consequence of being purple and orange. Right now they should have discounts on the fresher food. I haven't. Oh man, everything's picked over. You got rice. Get some meat, rice, some sense. Sorry. Looks like you guys said tempura. But I really don't want tempura. Some udon. Those aren't sweets. There's no sweets here. Okonomiyaki sounds good. Man, everything's kind of picked over today. This will be the first and probably last thing that I will be eating while I hang out today. So I want to make it something. Ooh, is there fresh meat? Some chicken? Some fish? I don't know. This doesn't look like enough sushi for me. They got salmon. I love my salmon, but man, they just don't have. They just don't have what I want. I guess I'll go with this because it's a lot of food. I'm not even quite sure what this is. And you know, the best thing about not being sick, which I've been sick, I don't know if you guys have noticed, for the last couple of weeks, or it feels like the last couple of weeks, maybe a week and a half, is that I can finally drink. So, no, don't drink and drive. If you're caught drinking and driving, the person that you're with in the car gets arrested. And if you sold the person booze, like at a bar, the bartender gets arrested too. I got beer. So I want to go back and I want to, if someone's not happy, I want to go back and work on a video. Is there anything I can go to get? Looks nice though, yeah. The one thing that I want is Doritos. A manly sized meal here. Okay, let's go over the line here. Which is going to have the shortest line. Morning. Normal. Put my loyalty card right there. Hi. お箸ください。どうも。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。どうも。ありがとうございます。ちょっと待ってください。Go in. Go in. There you go. ありがとうございます。I can't make it down. I can't make it down. I came to get up and get out of town. I'm actually really excited to go home, have a beer, and work on a video. And now it's time to escape life. Hey, Mr. Creeper. Hey, everybody. I'm a real boy. You want a Ringo? You want an apple? It's only $1.30. Bye-bye, Japanese chef. Yeah, this place is absolutely huge. Not only is it a supermarket, but it's also like a retail store, shopping stuff, and then home stuff as well. So like you've got an elevator. There's a necessity for all these things. Life. Well, she was saying goodbye too, I guess. I mean, this place is a center. It's a institution, I believe is the word. When I first was applying to come out to Japan, I needed something for my visa. I needed a really small and very specific photo. And it took me about $130 to get one picture right. And the company kept on saying, I don't understand what's wrong. You need this size. And I said, well, I don't know if in Japan, do they just have these picture booths on the side of the road? But in America, we don't. So I'm just having trouble doing that. And turns out, yes, indeed, they do have picture booths. A lot of places on the side of the road that take that exact size you need. Imagine that. Truthfully, I was a little upset because I actually needed to get somebody to professionally make a really tiny picture, and I spent a whole day getting a dumb little picture. I wish it wasn't that way, but to get a visa in Japan, you have to jump through many hoops. They want to make sure that you're who you say you are, but I guess it's also immigrating to any country. Japan. I always like saying that. Captain Slugbeard, I highly recommend that you come out. You will really enjoy it if you come to visit. No matter what, you'll have a fun time because everything is just a flavor of bizarre and low word. Hey, buddy, how are you? Going home? Hey. Oh, I'll see you later. Oh, there's two of you. Oh, you're looking for food. You're the mama, huh? Oh, there's three of you. There's four of you. You guys you've multiplied. I didn't notice all of you. Lots of cats in the alley. But you know what they say about cats? They're Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon, Little Boy Blue and the Man on the Moon. I can't not recommend Japan. I think Japan is a decent place. It's got decent people. I mean, if you look far enough in any culture, you'll find the people that you don't want to work with, and they exist out here too. Don't you worry if you look far enough. But if you're here on vacation, if you're here just traveling around, just taking a looky-loo, just saying, oh, what's this? Let me look over here. Let me go do some museums. Let me go see some art. Let me go see some of the culture that is expressed through. Hey, Mr. Cinnamon Gaming, I want to walk this way just because I'm not ready to go home. I was about to go home, but I'm not ready yet. You won't have to deal with any of that. The first week, if you're a tourist in Japan, if you're here for a week, is magical. 2 weeks is magical, but when you live here and you're trying to adapt to all this new stuff and you're trying to figure out what's going on, how does this all work, and how does 1 + 1 = 3, you know, stuff like that, because you have to think in an entirely new way. It is difficult. But I would have to say, if there was one thing I'd recommend you bring when you come to Japan that's really, really important, and that if you leave it without, you will not enjoy Japan, and this is something that you can easily get, it's patience. Patience is very important out here because things work a little differently than they do back home. You have to wait, you have to speak to people, you have to make sure you speak to the right person. They have to speak to another person. Simple things take time because there's a process out here, and it's been that way for many, many years, probably more time than you will ever spend in this country. And unfortunately, it's not going to change for you. It's not going to change for me. It's not going to change for anybody else. And some people have that same problem with teaching. They're like, well, the system is bad, and I don't like this system. And for those people, I have to say, well, you can try to change it, but 1 Gaikokujin or 2 Gaikokujins, 3 Gaikokujins are not going to change the system when we're only here for 2 or 3 years. So you just enjoy it, just smile, wave, do your thing, and just keep on going. And I think that's life. You know, if you're not happy with something, try to fight it, try to change it. There's people that don't like the president. Hey, you know, don't go get aggressive, don't fight people, but share your voice. There's people that like the president. Share your voice too. Everyone has the right to have their opinions said, and that's the glory of life and being a human, right? We have a certain indelible rights, and that's one of them. So enjoy it. Enjoy every single thing. And this is where I'm going to leave you guys. So as I always say, you can do it. I can do it. We can all do it. You guys stay groovy, and remember, I'll be seeing you soon, because Halloween is just, well, right around it's tomorrow. Later, guys. You have a wonderful day. Peace in the Mideast. I'm so excited, because this is my season. This is the time for me to rock and to roll. Later, all. You have a good day.